as coaches, we can go out and say, all right, we're going to fix this. You know, the average fan out there is going to sit there and go, they look at the final score, which of course we don't look at. We look at exactly what we got to do to fix the things. And so, this game here, we're down there 3 times. The penalties are absolutely killed us. So, of course, there's a big emphasis all the time. Every time a guy jumps off sides, he has to go 15 up downs. Problem is there, in this deal here, there was 6 different guys, here and there. So if it was just one guy, that'd be easy to fix. You just tell that guy, you just kind of sit next to you. But it's a bunch of other guys. So it was good practice yesterday. We're doing some different things, with cadence and stuff like that to get more focus. We got and we'll get that thing done. We're moving the football. I think we're playing. We're having a tough time getting off the field on 3rd down defensively, and when you look at it, there's just a guy breaks down here, a guy breaks down there, and when you play the wide open teams, that really hurts you. So like I told the guys today, really our opponent is really us. I mean, we're the guy that's really hurting ourselves, and we just got to get ourselves better. At halftime going in there, the kids didn't feel real good about themselves, and we had a little talk, and I thought the kids went out there. We ran the ball pretty well. That was the first time we've really been able to just use our game plan all the way through. I think we had 377 yards, and without the penalties, we got a chance to do some really pretty good things. We had a couple turnovers. Both were crucial, but they got cut down, so we got a little bit better there. But our kids, we get back in. Sometimes when you're 0-3, it's people start looking at the peripheral. Okay, we show them all the positive things, and we show them the negative ones. What we got to fix, and we show them the positive things. If you do this, this is what the good's going to happen. So, we'll get it going. No doubt in my mind. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, and I feel pretty good about it. So, you wake up in the morning and just go to work.
How concerned are you by your team's timelines right now?
I'm not. I think I'd be really concerned if we go in the second half and just lay an egg, and just get, just not do it. That would really bother me. But we haven't done that. I think if they look at it, I don't know what those 2 teams or even those 3 teams, statistically in NCAA, but I gotta believe that 2 of them are probably in the top 10, 15 in the country. And so then they realized that there was a lot of things going on up there as far as schemes and stuff like that. So now this one's totally different. We're not having a spread option, type team here. Now it's a little bit different. So that's why I think defensively you got to be so good, because every week there's something different that you can go against. But no, I'm not worried. I think we got pretty good kids, and our coaches are. It's the little things, and we just keep on stressing like that with our kids.
This week, great opportunity to kind of get off the schneid and perhaps do it in a convincing manner. I know coaches look at levels of opponents, but clearly this is an opportunity to get a W. Maybe you convincingly, you say confidence isn't a problem. Certainly win would help.
Yeah, I think any win would help, and it doesn't really make a difference who you play. I'm really interested offensively and procedurally. How we handle, because when we play when we do the right things out there, of course it's it's an easy thing to say, coach's deal, but when we don't hurt ourselves, we do some pretty good things. We did not think in the second half, nor did I think in the first half, that Missouri could stop us. We just stopped ourselves, and unfortunately, about 5 of those penalties were really crucial. We're talking the jump off sides once, and the play's wide open where we're going to have a touchdown. There's another one that's the exact same thing. In the long run where we lined up wrong, I think it's a 46-yard run, and that puts us up in there. So that's what I'm really concerned about, those things there. And defensively, yes, that's the key. I think we got to go out there and we got to go out there and get some sense of domination for this week. And then, of course, the kicking game's got to give us a lot of good plays there, which should. I mean, but we're getting some pretty good look. Our special teams are doing a pretty good job there.
Defensively, you've got a group that's had some success the last 2 years, just from that side of the ball. Is it when all of a sudden they play? Obviously, they haven't played offenses like this before, and all of a sudden they do, and they put up some points on it. You really have to remind those guys of the success they had, or is that the side of the ball you worry about, or in terms of confidence?
Yeah, because I think that's the way defenses are. I mean, there's a swagger, on the other side, and when you lose that swagger, no matter who it is, then all of a sudden there's a little bit like, what's going on type deal. But I think Coach Miller's done it great because I sat in the meetings yesterday. What he does, he shows them the bad things, and really the bad things. If one guy just does his job, most of those plays are no plays. We're not getting physically manhandled. That would also be a concern with me if we were. And then the other thing is, then we show plays. Like there's one play that we have 9 guys on a tackle on an outside play. I've never been around anywhere I've ever seen that, 9. And so show the good things, all right? And if you do it right, this is what happens to you. So that's really, to me, that's coaching. Making them understand instead of browbeating them all the time and telling them that you don't do that. Tell them you can't do this, you can't do. Well, yeah, but you know what? If you do this, it's this is what kind of what we can be, and there's some fantastic plays out there. I mean, we have more big hits than we've had in that game there. We had a chance to shut them down a couple times, and even in the third quarter, I thought we did that. And so a lot of those things are really good things. They got to get into the positive things, and if I do these right, everything will be positive.
How can the program get the momentum back that you had last year with all appearance and some nice wins? How you get that back?
Win. That's the only way. I mean, that's the only way I know. The guys on the team. I mean, the passion sometimes, and as coaches, you look and you sit there and go, are we playing with a great deal of passion? Well, it's hard when you're playing these hurry-up teams, and they're just, they can get huge chunks at a time, and sometimes it's hard, to play as hard as you can all the way through. So we're playing a lot of guys, and so I think that helps out. And then offensively, we cut out right now. Last year we had 17 sacks total. We got 13 already. So that's hurt us. And right now in penalties, I mean, we're real bad in the country. Well, we got to fix those. What happens on those penalties, and then the turnovers. We cut down the turnovers, but still those 2 really hurt us because, I don't want to say a good turnover. A turnover's ever good, but turnovers are real bad when you turn it over on the other side of the 50. Because percentages say they're going to get outscored, and that's where a lot of our turnovers happen. And that's one of our goals: don't ever take a turnover on our side of the 50. Well, it's happened every single game. So, and that's hurting us. Well, if you fix those and you just keep playing like we have been on those other phases, I feel pretty good about these things there. That's our job. That's as coaches, that's the players got to take responsibility, and what we need is a clean game. And I think if you play a clean game, in either one of the last 2, if we play a clean game, one we feel pretty good about, and the other one's probably going to go down to the wire. So, you look at one of 2 ways. We're 0-3, but I'm looking at it going, shoot. I mean, we can do some things. So I feel pretty good about it. You go out to practice, kids are out there, they're busting their humps. They go out there, they're doing what we ask them to do. I think they're getting used to some of the things we're asking them to do. I think some of the injuries kind of hurt, especially defensively. When you lose Lewis, it not only does it affect that, but it affects about 3 of them. Because now you're asking one corner to play a position that he hadn't played last year. Then you're asking a corner to play another position he's not used to. And then you got a safety. We're asking him to do something that he's not used to, all right, just because of depth purposes.